Alright, hello. Looks good, I guess. I don't know. Hello there, and not musical. Hello there, and welcome back. Okay, I remember what we were gonna do. We're gonna go get Ogren after we talk to all these people. Alright. I think our inventory is not in bad shape. Yeah, 48 out of 100. I don't think we even need to like sell stuff right now. Yeah, we don't need to worry about that right now. Which is great. Can I make anything? I don't have any flasks. Okay. We'll buy a couple
If there's
flasks.
anything I can do
Oh
for
my
you,
gosh.
please tell me.
Let me see your
I'm
wares.
sure you'll be pleased with the goods my boy and I have collected, and with your discount.
Alright. Please give me some flasks. We're like addicted to the stuff. To lyrium potions or whatever. Alright, there we go. Bought some flasks. Granted, this doesn't save us any inventory space right now until we make everything that we can. Gosh, dude, we need more health kits. Alright, let's just start talking to people, see if anybody's got anything to say. Oh, you're still with me, I see.
I am, as I've said. For now. Does it wish me to leave? I
No.
can, though I see no reason to go.
No. No, you're quite... No, stay, you're quite helpful.
No doubt. Without me, it would have to carry its
Okay, so that's the same stuff.
its own. Perhaps we should continue. Its chances of success are small enough without further dawdling.
Okay. Item received. Is that just the poultice that I made? Yeah. Does he have any other questions? This might be like the shortest
It
dating
doesn't have
sim
better things to do.
episode ever. Alright, let's move on.
On then.
Alright, she has nothing to talk about. Oh god, every time we talk to Morgan, she just gets like pissed at us. Maybe she just feels threatened by another female wizard or something. And knows she's like an inferior wizard because she's a human. Or maybe she's... Oh, she's not a dragon. Oh, did you have your first feeling?
That would be rather unlikely, would it not? I am reminded of our first meeting in the wilds.
Yeah, so this is new dialogue.
I had been in animal form for some time, watching your progress. I was intrigued to see such a formidable woman, obviously more potent than the men she traveled with. Yet I resented it when Flemeth assigned me to travel with you. I assumed that, at best, you would drive me from your company as soon as we left the wilds.
Why? Why would I do that? And lose your talents and secrets?
Naturally, a mage such as yourself would be intrigued, and Flemeth knew this. Still, I expected the worst. I am aware that I have little talent for forming friendships.
Yeah, you think every time we talk to you, you just get mad.
Something I know nothing of, nor ever thought I needed. Yet when I discovered Flemeth's plans, you did not abandon me.
No.
Whatever your reasons, you fought what must have been a terrible battle without hope of real reward.
I did it because I'm your friend.
And that is what I do not understand. Of all the things I could have imagined would have resulted when Flemeth told me to go with you, the very last would have been that I would find in you a friend.
Oh.
Perhaps even a sister.
What are you doing, stepsister?
While I may not always
Jesus Christ.
prove worthy of your friendship, I will always value it. But enough
So
of
dumb.
such idle talk. There are more useful things to be done, surely.
Alright, she approved. +1. Is that all she has to talk to us about? Oh, I thought there were more. Okay. Let's see if she has anything else. She could get mad
What
though.
comes, my friend?
If we just like, never mind. Okay.
What comes, my friend?
I'd like to ask you
So,
something.
Full of questions, are you?
I'm nervous here. Okay, yeah, here we go. Now what?
Now I have enough time to
Okay,
study
good,
Mother's
good, good.
grimoire to find
I was
a way
worried
to
it was gonna
prevent
be
her
like
from
she was gonna get
stealing my
pissed.
body in the future. For she will be back. One day, I have no doubt of that.
I think you
But
are
if I
Flemeth
cannot
now,
protect
aren't you?
myself, one day I will track her down again in whatever body she inhabits, and she will die again and again if need be. But
Alright.
there is no need to think of such things now. I have you to thank for saving me, so
You're welcome.
let us return to the task of dealing with the Darkspawn, no?
Yes. I was hoping you'd say that. And you'll think of a way to thank me? Of a way, no, I don't know. So I don't know which one. Good. I'm glad you're
Let
safe.
us go. There is much to be done before.
I'm afraid
There
of...
is still much to be done.
Before what? There's much to be done before. There's still much to be done. Huh. That's a weird sentence there. Alright. Stannis the Manus.
You are not quite as callow as I thought. That is unexpected.
Thanks, I guess.
You're welcome. Speak then.
That's enough for now.
Then I suggest we move on.
Let's go.
As you wish.
Okay, that was weird. Oh god, not Alistair.
You know, maybe this isn't the best time to be thinking about this, but I've something to ask you. Chances are we'll be heading to Denerim soon. And when we're there, I wonder if we might be able to look someone up.
Yes, you have a friend?
I'm not talking about a friend, exactly. And no, it's not that sort of friend either. The thing is, I have a sister, a half-sister. I told you about my mother, right? She
Yeah,
was
we
a
can
servant
find
at
her.
Redcliffe Castle and she had a
Was she the
daughter.
duelist that
Only
fought
I
us?
never knew about her. I don't think she knew about me either. They kept my birth a secret after all.
Okay.
But after I became a Grey Warden, I did some checking and, well, I found out she's still alive. In Denerim.
That's wonderful news. Have you contacted her?
She's the only real family I have left. The only family not also mixed up in the whole royal thing. I've just been
Well,
thinking that
to be fair,
maybe
you're
it's
both
time
mixed
I
up
went
in the
to see
royal
her.
thing then.
With the blight coming and everything, I don't know if I'll ever get another chance to see her. Maybe I can help her.
Yeah, let's go see
Warn
her.
about the danger, I don't know.
If you want to, we could try.
Could we? I'd appreciate that.
Yeah, I'll take
If
more
something
side
happened to
quests.
her and I never went
Please.
to at least see her, I don't know if I could forgive myself. Her name is Goldana, and I think she
Goldana.
remarried but still
Goldana.
lives just outside the alienage. If we're in the area, then
We can't get in the
it's worth a
alienage.
look.
Alistair's family. Bam, new quest.
Here, look at this. Do you know what this is?
No. Your new weapon of choice?
Yes, that's right. Watch as I thrash our enemies with the mighty power of floral arrangements. Feel my thorns, Darkspawn. I will overpower you with my rosy scent.
Oh my god, no.
Ah.
No.
You know, it'll just be a rose. I know that's pretty dull in comparison.
Is there a point to
I
this?
picked it in Lothering. I remember thinking, how could something so beautiful exist in a
Oh
place
my
with so
god.
much despair and ugliness? I probably should have left it alone, but I couldn't.
Wow.
Darkspawn would come and their taint would just destroy it.
Somehow Lothering's off the map. I don't know what
So I've
happened
had
there.
it ever since.
And what do you intend to do with it?
I thought that I might give it to you, actually. In a lot of ways, I think the same thing when I look at you.
Thank you, Alistair. That's a lovely thought. I'm feeling a little thorny. Are we? You think of me as a gentle flower?
A gentle flower? No, I don't know that I'd put it that way. I guess it's a bit silly, isn't it? I just thought, here I am doing all this complaining, and you haven't exactly been having a
Oh
good
no, I've been
time
having a great
yourself.
time.
You've had none of the good experience of being a Grey Warden since your joining. Not a word of thanks or congratulations.
That's
It's all
fine.
been death and fighting and tragedy.
I mean, we got a
Thought
dog,
maybe
so
I
that's
could
pretty
say
good.
something. Tell you what a rare and wonderful thing you are to find amidst all this.
Oh jeez, he's laying it on, but uh, and so you give me a flower. Brilliant plan. We should just
Well, you can't blame me for trying, can you? Just forget I said anything. We have better things to do.
Oh no, he's so sad. Look at that. He disapproves. But guess what? Guess what? Did we actually just get Rose in our inventory? No, I don't think we did. I don't know.
Your dog is filthy. I can smell him 50 yards off.
Yeah.
That may be so, but all the same, I would like your permission to bathe him.
Go ahead. He's getting a little rank. Oh gosh, is he gonna be upset?
Excellent. I will get my soaps, and the dog shall have his bath after supper.
Oh gosh. Alistair disapproves. -1. I think that's the same stuff. Can we pet him? This is the best part of the game. We can just pet the dog. Oh, hi Zuko. Yeah, you're a good boy. Well, Alistair did not like that. Whatever. We lost some points with Alistair. I think that was gonna happen. Zevran, we haven't really talked to you at all.
I've a question, if I may.
Go ahead.
Well, here's the thing. I swore an oath to serve you, yes? And I understand the quest you're on, and this is all very fine and well. My question pertains to what you intend to do with me once this business is over with, as a point of curiosity.
Why would I do anything with you? Is this after I ravish you in celebration? Oh my gosh, no, why? Why? Does your oath expire then? Oh my gosh.
Oh, I imply nothing specific, of course. One simply assumes that once your Grey Warden business is finished, you would have no need of an assassin to follow you about. Am I wrong?
I'll hold you to any oath. We don't want him to leave right now. I don't want to choose like the wrong thing. I could always use. There's always a use or two for. Oh my gosh, which one do I pick?
Indeed. I might even be glad to call myself such, come to think of it. It is good to know what my options might be, but that is for another time. For now, we have much to do, yes?
Okay. Zevran approves. Okay. That was good. That was a little dicey actually there.
What say you?
Do you stare at everyone like that?
Not everyone.
Oh my
but
gosh.
A beautiful woman like yourself.
Oh no.
Why not? I'm sure you draw many stares from men and even other women. Does this bother you?
Not really, no.
But you would prefer I desisted, perhaps. It would be difficult traveling as we do in close proximity, but I am nothing if not a gentleman.
Okay.
Your wish is my command. Now that that is out of the way, shall we move on? With my eyes fastened elsewhere, I assure you.
She's just shutting him down. Oh, -5. He did not like that.
What say you? By all means.
He didn't like that at all.
Well, The crows would have
Gosh.
you believe that it is an involved process that takes years
I didn't
of
think you'd get
training.
that
The
upset
sort
by
that
that.
tests
He
both
said he
your
was being a
resolve and
gentleman,
your
but
endurance.
if he was a
So
gentleman,
that
he'd be
process, and
completely
maybe,
okay
just
with it.
maybe, you're
Instead,
good enough to
he's
start
like,
being
oh,
considered
now I'm
wonderful.
in the friend zone
But quite
or
frankly,
something.
the truth is that all it requires is the desire to kill
I
people
mean, we're
for a
traveling
living.
in a party
It's
together. We
surprising
can't
how
have
well one can
everybody
do it in
obsessed
the
with me,
field.
which is really strange. I guess, though, you kind of like spend time with someone and then that happens or whatever. Like, there's like a name for that or something. Cabin fever. So do you have to be a murderer? You did quite well, no
Within
doubt.
the crows, I did. But it has been something the crows have devoted a great deal of time to perfecting. An assassin simply specializes in striking from stealth, and in maximizing that first attack to be as lethal as possible. Debilitate your foe, either by poison or by crippling their limbs, makes any follow-up combat you need to
Or
engage in
by
that
killing
much
them.
simpler.
That sounds like it could be useful.
See? Getting paid for the act is beside the point. An assassin is more a tactical choice than a lifestyle. Of course, the crows like to pretend that their abilities are trade secrets, shrouded in shadows and wrapped in a blanket of mystery. So let's just keep this between you and me, shall we? Hmm?
Okay, we increased our approval
What say
there.
you?
Can you teach others to be an assassin?
I could teach others, but not yourself. First, I would need someone who has training as a rogue. That is, unless you would care to spend the years it takes to gain the fundamentals. But if there should be such a person who desires this training, yes, by all means, send them to me. The crows are already furious, no? I shall enjoy tweaking their nose further.
Okay, so to have them train, would Liliana have to talk to Zebron, or is it just unlocked now for all my party? Character record. Let's go. And we can't even click level up.
What say you? By all means.
Why did you want to leave? Tell me a little bit about
You wish
Antiva.
to know about Antiva,
Yeah,
eh?
sure.
The only way to truly appreciate
Sorry,
it
this is the
would be
worst
to
dating
go
sim.
there.
We're shooting people down.
It is a
That's
warm
because
place,
we're
not
going for
cold and
Liliana.
harsh like this Ferelden.
We tried to go for
Antiva it
Morgan
rains
and
often, but the
did not go
flowers are
well.
always
That's
in
like
bloom.
2 times ago.
Or so the saying goes.
And it has assassins. You don't like Ferelden?
It is fine enough with its dogs and its mud. The people are spirited, even if they can't tell the difference between an assassin and a mere killer. I hail from the glorious Antiva city, home to the royal palace. It is a glittering gem amidst the sand.
Have we seen Antiva in any game? I've only played through this one to this point, obviously, and played Inquisition minus the Inquisition DLC, and I don't remember. I'm not from any glittering gem, no. Of course.
No? That is too bad. If you were, then surely you would spend as much time boasting about it as I do. You know what is most odd? We speak of my homeland, and for all its wine and its dark-haired beauties and the lilo flutes of the minstrels, I miss the leather the most.
The leather. Is that some kind of euphemism?
It may as well be, but not this once, no.
Uh,
The smell.
I
For
think he
years,
likes the
I lived in
leather.
a tiny
And
apartment
his armor
in
looks
Antiva
so
City's
good.
leather-making
Liliana's armor's
in a building
terrible.
where
I
the
don't know what
crows
armor
stored
she's
their
supposed to
youngest
have.
recruits, packed in like crates. I grew accustomed to the stench, even though the humans complained of it constantly. To this day, the smell of fresh leather is what reminds me most of home more than anything else.
That's why he liked those boots that we gave him. You sound like you've been away from home forever.
Oh, not so long, I know. It is my first time away from Antiva, however, and the thought of never returning makes me think of it constantly.
Well, you can return
Before I
home
left, I was
after we're
tempted
done.
to spend what little coin I possessed on leather boots I spotted in a store window.
Oh my
Finest
gosh.
Antivan leather, perfect craftsmanship. But I was a fool to leave them. I thought, Zevran, you can buy them when you return as a reward for a job well done.
We already gave
I know.
you your leather boots. The job being killing me, right?
True, and it's a comforting thought. One simply never knows what is to come next. How could I have suspected I would end up defeated by a beautiful Grey Warden, a woman who then spares my life? I could not.
Wow. Not everyone makes mistakes.
I say you are beautiful because it is true. Should I not?
Don't bother, I'm on to you.
And glad I am to hear it. Now, if it is all the same to you, I would prefer not to speak more of Antiva. It makes
Okay,
me
so he
wistful
shouldn't be
and hungry
upset
for
that
a
we picked
proper
that
meal.
answer, right? He's gonna approve. Perfect.
What say
Alright,
you?
now we're positive on him.
By all means.
At least in this session. Why did you want to leave
Well
the
now.
crows?
I imagine that's a very fair question. Being an assassin, after all, is a living, at least as far as such things go. I was simply never given the opportunity to choose another way. So, if that choice presents itself, why should I not seize upon it?
You didn't choose to join the crows?
Hmm? To be truthful, I didn't even know the crows existed when I joined them.
Oh, how does that work?
I was a boy of 7 when I was purchased. For
Oh.
3 sovereigns, I'm told. Which is a good price,
I see.
considering I was all ribs and bone and didn't know the pommel of a dagger from the pointy end. The crows buy all their assassins that way. Buy them young, raise them to know nothing else but murder. And if you do poorly in your training, you die.
Sound kind of like Witchers a little bit. And
Of course, you compete against your fellow assassins, and those who survive are rightfully proud of it.
the proving
In Antiva,
grounds.
being a crow gets you respect. It gets you wealth. Gets you women.
Eh,
And men. Or whatever it is you might fancy. But that does
Nice.
not mean doing what is expected of you always. And it means being expendable. It's a cage, if a gilded cage. Pretty, but confining.
You sound like you've been spoiled.
I certainly hope so. I have earned the crows a great deal of money, and none of it has come easily. As for what I'll do in the future, presuming that there is one, I truly can't imagine. It might be interesting to go into business for myself.
So he thinks we might all die.
Far away from Antiva,
Come on,
of
be more
course.
positive. There is
For
a
now,
future.
Naturally, I go where you go.
Won't the crows eventually find you?
Eventually, can be a very, very long time if one plays one's cards right.
Well,
Come
right
now,
now,
enough chit
okay,
chat.
they're gonna find us
Talking
soon.
about the crows summons them, you know. Any Antivan fishwife could tell you so.
Ah, shoot, camp's under attack. What the heck? Why did he?
What say you?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, this should be good. What would you like to discuss?
Never mind. Okay. Well, I think we got 2 + 4s, 2 - 5s, so -2. There might have been a little dialogue before that too. So maybe we netted even there. I don't know. Is she dying here?
What's on your mind?
Why did the spirit choose you?
I have always had an affinity for the spirits of the Fade. As a child, I never feared my dreams because I knew they were there.
What about demons?
I could sense the demons too, and their presence frightened me. It was the kindly spirits of the Fade that took the fear
What
from
if they're
me.
not kindly
I've
and it's
always
been a
been able to
demon the
feel the
entire
spirits,
time, like
even
infecting
if I
her?
never saw them.
What if she's gonna
And as
turn
I
on us,
nurtured
like
my
Blackwall
talent in
turns
the
on you in
circle,
Inquisition?
became more
I think
sensitive.
Wynn turning
I
would
began
be
to notice
the most
every time
unexpected.
I was in the Fade,
Maybe
whether it was
Alistair
in a
turning
dream
too.
or in magical practice, that I was being watched.
But then again, he's a Templar. Are you sure it wasn't evil? Do spirits
I
watch
suppose
people
they
like
must.
that?
It is these
Dogs,
malevolent
I guess
spirits that
dog
grant
turning on
my
us, Zuko
dreams
turning
in the
on us would
Fade.
be the most unexpected.
Sometimes I would see it, a glowing, nebulous form. Most times I would just feel its
Yeah, I mean,
presence,
she's actually kind of likely
gentle,
being
comforting,
infected by the spirit.
but somehow alien. I think it is a spirit of faith.
But we'll just like call
I've
her
never
old
been
and then she'll
seen
be like,
before,
okay,
but
you're
perhaps
right.
I am
And then she'll
wrong.
give in to that spirit
But
that's
something
taken her
tells me
over.
I'm not.
She'll be
It
gone.
always felt like the same entity. This one spirit was curious about me and was guarding me. for
Like,
want
she
of a
didn't have to
better
be
word.
weak and old. She's a mage. She could just be like rejuvenating herself with her magic or whatever. But I guess also she was kind of lying for a bit because she wasn't telling us it was the spirit. So maybe that was a fake persona of her being like, "Oh, I'm old and I don't have long," but it was because she was under control of spirit. So we'll see. You mean it protected you?
There were times when I was in the Fade that it seemed to stretch forth to shield me, keeping me safe. And I think it gave me strength in my most terrible battles, Ostagar being one of them.
And also in your fight with Petra's demon.
I don't know why I was chosen. Perhaps it knew that there was something more that lay in store for me.
Yeah,
I like to think that I was given a
it's
rare
gonna help
chance.
fight the
And I
dark
don't
spawn.
like the best of the time so generously
Dang,
given
dude,
to me.
so many the spam comments on YouTube today. Like, I had 5 of them on the video I uploaded today. Like, what the heck? Okay, that's done. Oh shoot, gotta bring Twitch chat back up. Sorry about that, but gotta get rid of these like spam bot posts. I can't believe you're spending it here on the road.
I will not lie motionless in a bed with coverlets up to my chin, waiting for death to claim me.
Oh, she's gonna die.
That is not the death for me. And
She's
so
gonna
I will
die.
fight alongside the Grey Warden and help prepare
She's
her
gonna
for
die.
the task that is yet before her. So you had better listen to me, because I swear, if I should fall before the end and you don't seem to be doing things properly, I'll get up again to give you a good finger wagging.
Oh no, don't do that, because that's disturbing. That'll be something to see indeed.
You know, I think you'll be all right, even without my help.
Don't say that. Oh, inspired. Moderate willpower. There we go. Okay, so we just gotta give them gifts and stuff. We've got a whole bunch of free gifts to give away. Alright, we've already talked to Emissary Pether.
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey
Oh my
Warden,
gosh.
as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Do you need anything?
There are always areas to improve on, Grey Warden. The most useful for my talents are runes.
Huh.
On your order, Grey Warden.
Do you need anything?
The Jarl was generous, but rushed. Certain areas could see improvement. We're a mercenary force, Warden. Much of our equipment is self-financed. Were you to commit additional funds, we'd upgrade as we saw the need.
Okay. How do I give you
On
more
your order,
funds?
Grey Warden.
Uh,
We are aware, but these men and women know what's at stake. They will not fail.
so he talks about me giving him funds. Can I not give him funds though?
The Circle of Magi stands ready to assist, Grey Warden, as do the Templars of the Chantry.
Alright. Be ready.
As is my duty, Grey Warden.
Okay. Alright, here we go. Just in case we mess this up. Yeah, for once a clear night. There is still beauty to be found, so go help Alistair make supper.
It comforts me to know that the stars will remain untouched by the blight. That whatever
Maybe.
happens down here, they will shine eternally. Their light undimmed. There is a story about that cluster of stars over there. Do you know it? Elindra and her soldier?
Tell me the story.
A long time ago, there lived a fair maiden called Elindra. She had many suitors, but spurned them all, for she did not love them.
Oh,
One
I
day,
see.
Elindra was sitting by her window in her father's castle, singing and dreaming, when her lovely voice caught the attention of a young soldier. Entranced by her song, the soldier drew near to Elindra's window. As
So
their
is she the
eyes
first
met,
bard?
he fell in love with her, and she with him.
Wow.
When Elindra told her father about the man she had chosen, he was furious, for Elindra was
Oh.
highborn, but her love nothing more than a common soldier. To keep them apart, he had Elindra imprisoned
This is like
in the highest
Barrow.
tower of his castle,
Right.
and sent her soldier to the wars. Alas, not a month had passed before news of the soldier's death reached Elindra. Alone in her tower, Elindra wept for her love and beseeched the gods to deliver her from this cruel world. So earnest was her plea that the gods themselves were moved. They gathered Elindra into their arms and lifted her high into the heavens.
Oh,
She
so that's
became
like
a star.
Sokka
The
and
gods
his
also
first
raised up the
girlfriend
soul of Elindra's
turned
soul
into the
below,
moon.
and there he dwells, across the horizon from her. The
That's
band of
rough,
stars
buddy.
between them is a river of Elindra's tears, cried for her lost love. They say that when Elindra has cried enough, she will be able to cross the river to be reunited with her soldier.
That's a beautiful story. Okay. I'll never look at the stars the same way
This
again.
story is one of my favorites. A tale of a love so great and so enduring that it defies death and moves the gods to action.
Eh.
Sometimes I ask myself, does such a love exist? Can it exist?
If we lose hope and love, then we are truly lost.
I never expected you to say that. It is a
T-
pleasant surprise.
I'm secretly a terrible romantic.
I have to say there is a certain severity to it. Finding a person behind that all is nice. Maybe you should let your softer side show more often. Sometimes following your heart, not your head, leads you to remarkable
T-
places.
Yeah, I don't know. They're very strict on choosing, like, before the game, like when the game's made or whatever, like who can date what or whatever. Like even all the way through Inquisition. Like, I mean, I guess that's kind of how it is for real life. No, I'm not German. I can speak some German. Like I majored in it. Spent 6 months in Germany, but no, I'm not German.
I enjoy the nights at camp. The night always seems more peaceful to me, safer.
It kind of makes sense though, because like, I mean, in real life, not everybody's like pan or whatever. I don't even know what the right. I guess not everybody's bi or not. I mean, not even everybody's like has a sexual preference, you know. So like, some people do, some people don't in the game. Some people are just going about their business, like in the party, not looking for romance or whatever. But again, from an RP standpoint, it'd be nice if like more people were available. It's just quieter. That's all. What did she say? I know what you mean.
I feel the night grants us a reprieve
Yeah, we
from
stand by the
troubles of
fire
the
and we can
day.
like clip
The
into
feeling
our
isn't it?
face.
The dark
Like
storm
that's what we
never
do at
sleeps,
night at camp.
and the
And
lurking
it's always night
shadows.
at camp. It is pretty silly, yes. Yeah.
I enjoy those nights when we stand guard together, talking to pass the time in those small hours. Well, I talk and you listen mostly.
Oh,
Sometimes
there's a
I
weird little
calmly fall asleep
sound
and wake to find you
glitch
still
there. What the heck
watchful,
was that?
and I know you're watching out for me.
I'd be a poor leader if one of you died on my watch. That's what friends do. It'd be nice if you stayed awake for a change.
What I'm trying to say is that I trust you. I'm comfortable around you. I know you'll be there when I need you. You are
Thanks.
our leader and my friend, and
Oh, here we go.
sometimes I think that
We'll see.
maybe
She's
we
like
could be more than
nervous.
that. Maker, look at me stumbling over my words like an ill-educated peasant girl.
Well, now you're
God,
not
I am.
stumbling. Don't change the subject. You're cute when you're embarrassed. We are more than friends. I thought that was obvious. You're cute when you're embarrassed. Should we do that? Yes, go do that before you. Which one do we pick?
Really? No one told me. You felt the same way and didn't do me the courtesy of informing me?
Oh
You made me
gosh.
say all those things. Why couldn't you have said them first?
Oh gosh.
Oh,
We picked the wrong thing.
oh, how very awkward.
I thought you were comfortable around me.
Well, yes, but don't question me. I am a woman,
Oh,
and I
God.
reserve the right to be inconsistent. Why am I being such a baby about this?
Oh
I
my
must
gosh.
be start spilling my guts.
Okay. That's settled. Let's do it. How far does this go? Like, do I need to, like, black out the screen? Okay.
Well,
Okay.
this is it then.
Major cunning. Liliana approves. Skill acquired. Not a skill. Just, improved stuff there. So is it high enough where she can open stuff now? Alright, well, we chose some right options there.
You've seen and touched Andraste's ashes.
Okay, now we're catching up
They
to
are
the plot.
The holiest thing on this earth, the remains of the Maker's chosen.
How can some mundane have power? It's quite remarkable, yes. I would not have disturbed them but for the Arl's sake. Yeah.
I know, it seems almost irreverent to use her as a curative. And it is also a tiny bit morbid.
I'm
I do
surprised
not
it
know if
worked,
I am
to
worthy
be honest.
look upon her.
She's dead. Andraste fought for everyone. She belongs to us all.
Yes, of course, but it still is something to be in awe of.
Oh, okay. Jeez, I didn't expect that conversation to suddenly end. I was taking off a sweatshirt. It's getting warm.
I'm here for you.
Thanks. We need to talk.
Of course.
What will you do when this is all over? About us?
Wait, you want to talk about us? Is there
No.
something bothering you?
You're the best thing that has ever happened
Really?
to
You
me.
think so? You're so sweet.
Okay. Alright, I think that's as far as that will go. I don't think there's any other options.